You have to go when your body doesn't want to. It takes your brain, it takes your mind to keep you going when your body says, I don't have any more.
Conditioning is an important part of every sport. It helps get athletes ready and able to sustain the workload of going 100% for the duration of their matchup. And while other sports require a substantial amount of conditioning, the Arizona State wrestling team brings it to the next level.
Wrestling is different when it comes to strength conditioning because it requires all three of the main pieces to conditioning: strength, speed, and endurance. If you look at wrestling, you have to have all three. If you look at cross-country running, obviously they need endurance, but they don't need speed, right? If you're a weightlifter, you need strength, but you don't need endurance.
You gotta be able to think, process, breathe all at the same time. And I don't know if any other sport requires you to do it on a level like wrestling.
I think the great advantage we have is Paestua Peak. We call it Squaw Peak from the old days. And it's a mountain we run in Phoenix. No other wrestling program in America has a mountain you can run. And it's our great, we call it the great equalizer, our great advantage, because it's so hard. It's a test of your physical and mental ability.
Like they say, like there's no conditioning like wrestling conditioning. Like you could be running and conditioned, like running all the time, but then when you hop on that wrestling mat and try to do a live go, it's completely different. So there's nothing really that can condition you like wrestling.
Well, the best wrestlers in the world can score in short time. Can you score in 20 seconds? Can you score in 15? Can you score in 10? The best wrestlers in the world can score inside 7 to 5 seconds. And that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do when a guy's trying to not be scored on, right? So it's not just what you do, it's what he does. And you gotta really be able to throw fast speed, multiple moves at somebody in a short duration.
We always get our live minutes in, you know what I'm saying? Nothing simulates wrestling like, actual goes.
He tries to get in our heads and stuff like that, like restarting goes, the clock and stuff like that. So, I mean, it might be because it's kind of just like mentally taxing.
I think Arizona State wrestling team is the best conditioned team in the country. I mean, they train year-round, they run, they lift, they wrestle, and they do it all in the right order. I think that probably the main thing between us and other programs is we do it in the right order. Do you know what you're supposed to do first, strength or speed or endurance? Most programs will do all three, but they don't have a method to the science. And I think that's one thing we're really good at, and that's why we always peak at the end of the year.
The Sun Devils will host the Pac-12 tournament here in Tempe on March 6th. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Kellan Croxton.